Tamayo.
And I'm Floribel Ocampo, and this is SCPA Today.
Well, everybody, this is February, the month of love. Be sure to do something special for your significant other.
And if you don't have a significant other, it's okay. Share your love with your friends and family.
Also, don't forget about Black History Month. This month celebrates the achievements of African Americans and acknowledges the history behind where they are today.
We will have an exclusive interview at the World Beat Center talking about Black history, such as Kwanzaa, later in the broadcast.
We also have segments on the Super Bowl, PA Cribs, school newspaper, Summer and Smoke, and a student spotlight.
Wow, we are packed with all kinds of good stuff for this broadcast.
I know, but before we dive in, let's talk about ASB Ball.
This year, ASB Ball is located at the San Diego Central Library on February 25th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Have you seen the menu? It's so good. There's going to be mozzarella cheese stick, salad, chicken fettuccine, Alfredo, spaghetti with marinara sauce, and for dessert, ice cream sandwiches.
You will definitely catch me there. Speaking of school news, our next play is coming up, Summer and Smoke, starring juniors Isabella Snyder and Andrew Sharp, and many other talented students.
Did you know it takes place in 1912 Glorious Hill, Mississippi? I'm most excited for the accents they have to use.
Wow, I didn't know that. Props to them, but be sure to check out the amazing theater department, March 1st to 12th. Don't miss out on the works of a great playwright, Tennessee Williams.
Also, our next main stage musical, Anything Goes, is on the rise. Look out for it in April. This spring is full of good, fun, and great performances.
Let's get back to academics with a special announcement for the juniors. February 28th is the deadline for the registration for the SAT on March 11th. There are also test dates for May 6th and June 3rd.
The normal deadline for the May 6th SAT test date is April 7th, and for the June 3rd date, May 9th is the deadline. Don't forget to sign up for the SAT, juniors.
Now, without further ado, let's go to Ryan Manalik for the weather.
Hello SCPA, this is your weatherman Ryan Manalik reporting the weather for the 5-day weather forecast. Today we'll see the weather be mostly sunny in the mid-60s, and starting tomorrow night, which is Friday, it's going to rain, and it's going to rain all throughout the weekend, and it will stop by Monday because Monday will be sunny in the mid-60s. This is your weatherman Ryan Manalik signing off.
I know I'm ready for some much-needed rain, but I do miss our normal San Diego sunny weather. But next up, we have a special interview with Makita Dredden Cheatham from the World Beat Center, giving us some background on Kwanzaa and other Black history.
I'm Makita Dredden Cheatham, and I am the Executive Director of the World Beat Cultural Center. And this is our History Month, African History Month. It's important that to know that our history is every day. And we try to use Kwanzaa as every day. These principles of umoja, unity, kujichagulia, self-determination, collective work and responsibilities, ijima, and ujema, cooperative economic. The last day of Kwanzaa is imani, faith. Faith in our ancestors, faith in our teachers, faith in our parents, and faith in ourselves. This is the black flag, and you always see this. You never change it. This is our flag. We have our own flag. Marcus Garvey gave us this flag. The Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. Red is the blood that we shed, our people. Black is for our color, our richness. Green is for Africa. So what we have here is we're not just teaching about the regular Black history. We're teaching about the freedom fight, the Black Panther Party. Sankofa bird. You heard of Sankofa. This bird means it's going this way and it's looking back. It means you cannot know where you're going until you know where you came from. So study African history. African American history is Black history. And know who you are, African, and don't be ashamed of it. Up ye mighty people. That's what Marcus Messiah Garvey. Dr. Malana Karanga created Kwanzaa. So read about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is every day. We need to have these principles. We are standing on the back of our ancestors. It's so important that you carry on this legacy. of our ancestors. And remember, none of us are free until all of us are free.
That was really cool. Did you know that Maulana Karenga created Kwanzaa in 1966 as the first specifically African-American holiday?
I didn't know that, but that's really cool.
In other news, we have a sweet recap of the crazy Super Bowl 51 game. On February 5th, 2017, the New England Patriots and Atlanta Falcons went toe-to-toe at NRG Stadium. Here's the recap.
All right, guys. Super Bowl 51, New England Patriots versus Atlanta Falcons. Let's go. Beginning of the second quarter, running back Regret Blount attempts to dance through the defense, and the ball is stripped and recovered by Atlanta. During the Falcons' turnover, it is brought into a 20-yard touchdown, tight end Austin Hooper. Late into the third, Patriots down 25, march down to score James White. Midway into the fourth quarter, not looking good for the Patriots. Linebacker Donna Hightower forces a fumble and gives the Patriots a good field position to score. Patriots capitalize on the fumble and go on to score a touchdown to Danny Amendola. Running back James punches the ball for a 2-point conversion. Time is ticking for the Patriots. Falcons QB Matt Ryan scrambles to find Julio Jones for an amazing catch with that smooth criminal. Falcons go on not to score, but a near interception turns into an amazing catch by Julian Alderman. Oh my gosh, what a beast. James White runs it in on the 1-yard line. Screen to Amendola, and the 2-point conversion is good. Now into overtime, James White takes a toss into the end zone to complete the greatest Super Bowl comeback of all time. QB Tom Brady has done it again. He would go on to win the Super Bowl MVP.
That was truly an insane game. It's so crazy how the Patriots came out of nowhere to win the game.
I know, but let's talk about something that brings us all together. ASB Ball. It's that time, guys. ASB Ball is just around the corner. It's truly a dance you don't want to miss.
Get your tickets now. The $30 price has been extended to next Tuesday. Then next Wednesday they go up to $60 and $90 the day before the dance. So get your tickets today and Tuesday for $30. Hope to see you at ASB Ball.
Well, it's PA Cribs time, and this week we will be featuring Miss Diamond's room. In these past couple of years, art students have been painting murals on her wall. Let's take a look.
Yes. Buenos días. Bienvenidos. Welcome to my crib. Pase. This is my Spanish class, Spanish 1-2, and these are my wonderful students. As you see, they're working on their lessons. They're studying for a test. As you can see, my room is very colorful. I take excellent pride. This painting, for example, was done by 2 of my students. We have the altar that is dedicated to the Day of the Dead. Over here, we have a painting of Frida Kahlo that was done by one of my students. And over here, I have another mural. This is a painting that depicts Diego Rivera's work. It's Spanish culture. This is Diego Rivera. And right here, we have a new mural that is Spanish culture, and it's being made. Okay. This is a product of my students. I did not decorate it, they did. And I take a lot of pride. Well, thank you very much for coming to my crib, and you have a wonderful day. Now you must get back to class. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Those murals make Spanish class even more fun. Hey Floribel, have you heard of the SCPA Newspaper?
Yeah, but I honestly don't know too much about it. I wish I knew more. Luckily for us, we have Mrs. 10 to help us find out more.
The school newspaper is an online newspaper. It's scpatheproduction.com. and it's a paper created 100% by our students. It's a good read to get some more information, and if you were involved, it's kind of cool to see yourself in the paper.
Right now, it's very important to read papers to combat the rise of fascism in the United States and to educate yourself about the merits of socialism.
The reporters really do a good job of getting in-depth articles. They speak to people involved. The first step that we do anytime that we're doing new articles is a brainstorm. So the staff throws ideas out that they think would be interesting and relevant to our staff and students. And then our staff members will choose different articles that they're interested in working on.
My name is Wesley Halipa, and I write for the op-ed section of the paper, which is opinion and editorial, so I get to write a lot about my own personal feelings about things.
As freshmen, we are 1-2s in this journalism class, and as 1-2s, we help the paper by doing basically all the dirty work, which is interviewing and researching for the staff to write the actual paper.
In a smaller group, they will decide who they want to interview, who would be important to interview, what kind of questions they're going to ask them, and then once they've completed those interviews, they start to write leads, which are the first sentences in any article, and then they continue to write the article from there.
Looks like we have news everywhere, all serving the purpose of keeping students, parents, and faculty updated on current events.
Speaking of current events, Summer and Smoke is opening on March 1st. We have Mr. Stevens talking about the complicated theme of spiritual versus the physical. Let's go to it now.
I'm Mark Stevens, and I'm the director of Summer and Smoke. Summer and Smoke, written by the great American playwright Tennessee Williams, is about two people, Alma and John, and they have lived next door to each other since they were children. Alma has always been in love with John. John has treated her like the girl next door. She has been raised in a religious setting, with her father being the minister in the town. He has been raised in a more physical setting because his father is the doctor in the town. So it's this conflict between the spiritual and the physical. You should see Summer and Smoke, number one, because it deals with matters of life and death, deals with matters of sexuality, deals with matters of right versus wrong, good versus evil. It really has something for everyone, but it is a very worthwhile piece of American literature.
Wait to go see Summer and Smoke. It runs March 1st to the 12th. Be sure to come take a look of the work of our awesome department and Mr. Stevens.
Next up, we have our student spotlight, Kathleen Serrano, sophomore creative writing major, sharing a poem with us. Let's see it now.
My name is Kathleen Serrano. I'm a 10th grader and I'm a creative writing major here at SCPA. Ever since I was young, I always struggled to verbally express myself. So when I started writing, it became a sort of platform for me to be able to express my feelings and any situations I was going through at a given time. A lot of my motivation comes from people around me, such as my family and really close friends, though I do get some inspiration from people I meet on a daily basis, like strangers, and I just make a story out of what I think of them. I do want to use it in the future to help me with what I actually do want to do, which is working in mental health. And since social media has become such a big part, and a lot of people put their writing out on the internet, I want to start focusing more on mental health stigma and writing about it so I can let others know what's wrong and how to fix it. There's a lot of potential and talent within the department, and I wish they can get more recognition for their talents, and they do deserve a lot more credit. And one of my favorite pieces is actually a child's story from a French author named Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, and it's called The Little Prince. And the theme it follows is very inspirational and life-changing for me. It focuses on staying true to your roots and keeping close that child within you. There's a lot of thought that goes into our writings, and sometimes we go through those dreaded periods of writer's block, and we just can't seem to get anything right on paper. But it's probably also the most satisfying thing when you manage to get through that. The barren wasteland outside my door is almost serene, more so than the tranquility and safety of my bedroom. It calls for me and whispers at me to disappear in the pure white snow that covers the woods not far away. No destination, no need for hassle and fear, if I just keep walking straight ahead like you did that one night 3 months ago without another word. Maybe, if I wish hard enough, I can find you at the end of the path, waiting. I've always loved writing. Like I said, it was like my voice when I was little, and ever since then, it's just like blossomed to become like an essential part of my life.
Well, that's all for this broadcast. I'm Abby Tamayo.
And I'm Floribel Ocampo.
Thank you for tuning into SCPA Today.
See you next time.